everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Jessica, also known as Chicprofessor on Instagram, and I make videos on luxury goods, sustainable fashion, and workwear. Today's video is another one in my work bag series, and this one I was really excited about. This one is 8 different bags from lesser known brands or brands that you've never heard of, and I thought it would be really fun to go through these with you. So a lot of these are brands that specifically design bags for work, so they're really smartly thought out. I follow a lot of these brands. I've been interested in them for a long time, and so I'm really excited to share them with you. I'm going to show 8 different brands starting around the $260 price mark all the way up through, most of them are up through around $700, and then there's one very much higher, but that's what we're going to cover today. So the first couple really fall under the same price points as many workwear brands that a lot of people do know that are not as well known as like a Kate Spade, Michael Kors, Coach. I certainly see those all the time, but the next step would be kind of that like Everlane, Kuyana, Dagny Dover. Those are all really great brands, but I'm gonna go even more lesser known than those. So everything will be linked down below, and these are all bags that are currently for sale. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first bag is one that I am mentioning in a lot of different videos in this series, and that is one of my newest bags. It is my newest bag, and it is from Pond LA. I love this bag. I've got a video on it. I will link that down below. But I love this bag. Is versatile. It can be worn 3 different ways, including a backpack. It's just a really, really fabulous work bag. It's really smartly designed, and it really kind of gets the job done. This brand, however, also has a few other bag options, so definitely check them out. And this is the least expensive of the ones I'm going to be talking about today, even though it is leather and it's actually sustainably sourced leather, and it starts at $269. The next bag up is another tote bag, and this is by the brand Luxtra. This is the Maya tote, and although this is obviously not a tote, this is also from Luxtra. I've worked with them and I really love them. This is made out of the same material, and it's apple skin. So this is a vegan sort of leather look bag, but it's not made out of plastic. It's got some other really interesting sustainable components to it, and it's pushing the technology for new fabric bags. So the tote, I was actually debating between getting this or the tote. The tote is really great. It's really substantial. It's going to be very scratch proof, really beautiful tote bag. And if you're looking for one that isn't leather, but definitely is durable and is weatherproof, I would absolutely check that one out. And that one retails at $300. Next up is a tote I see often on Instagram, I think because I'm in New York City and because I search for work bags a lot. This one is called Daniels NYC, and they make a beautiful tote. It has a really, really stunning leather to it, and it looks like it's very functional. I haven't seen this one in person, and I'm not generally a huge tote person, but if you are and that's what you're looking for, I think that this would be a great brand to check out. And that tote is $395. Next up is a bag that, depending on when you're watching this video, has 2 different prices. So this is from a company called Wool & Oak, and they make another like travel bag that's really interesting, but they make this great work bag, and it's going to be kind of similar to my Pond LA tote in that it can be worn as a backpack, it can be worn by handles, and I think it also has a long strap, so it really can go a lot of places with you and has really cool organization inside. This one, they're running a Kickstarter, and probably by the time this goes up, the Kickstarter is still going, but it potentially will not be anymore. Kickstarter price is $319, and it doesn't ship until November. That's kind of like a pre-order. And then I believe that in November, they're going to start shipping these and making these, and you can buy them at $419, which is why I put them in this spot in the list. They have a couple different colors, and it's definitely a bag that I would be interested in seeing in person. I do like the look of it, and I think it would really hold up really nicely for work, especially for commuting, and will last many years. So far, all the bags I've mentioned have been in the east-west orientation, which is generally what I gravitate towards, so that's one of the reasons for that. But this next brand actually does a more north-south, vertical, interesting bag that should be a really great size for work, and this brand is called Marcher. I think it might be Marche, I'm not really sure, but this is the Juliette Tote. Comes in a lot of really great colors. I love the red and it's definitely something that I would look into, but it really looks like it can hold everything and is a really nice looking work bag that's a little bit different than a lot of your typical work bags that you're gonna see all around your office. The Juliette Tote retails for $495. The next bag is by a brand called Octay Nation, and this is their kind of 4-in-1 bag. It's really got an interesting look to it when you see it all together because it has this sort of pouch on the front that is detachable. I don't fully understand how it stays on there. Haven't seen this one in person, but it does seem like a super versatile option and a really interesting choice that you could kind of customize to work best for each day, whatever makes the most sense for your life. And it's $693. In a very similar price point, we get to the Ta bags, Ta Life, and I'm almost positive these are made in Portland. It's definitely somewhere on the West Coast. These bags are gonna be potentially a little less structured than some of the other ones that I've looked at, but really great option nonetheless. The specific one that I am talking about is the briefcase satchel. I like the look of this bag. I think it would be really functional, it would work really well, and it is definitely made in the US, and it retails for $695. The last bag is going to jump much higher in the price points, and this one comes in at a whopping $4,000. This is a bag I would consider luxury. However, I'm not including it in my luxury work bag videos because I do think that this is a lesser known brand, so I thought it made the most sense to be mentioned here. So it retails at $4,000, and this is the Eau de Part Madeleine bag. It looks like an exquisitely crafted bag, absolutely beautiful. So if you want something that's more luxurious, but is not something that you're gonna see a lot of other people carrying, it's a brand that isn't as well known, I would definitely check this one out. They also make some interesting patterned pieces, but I think this one is really a great option as a work bag to be very classic and to really be able to be worn every day. Another bag that I didn't mention because I think most people know about it. I wasn't really sure if they kind of went into the more luxury realm or if they were kind of a more lesser known brand. They've really made themselves known if you are somebody who watches a lot of YouTube and Instagram, but out there in the real world, it might not be a brand that a lot of people know about. So I'm kind of giving them like a bonus mention here, but I wouldn't necessarily consider them a lesser known brand. So that is it for this video. I hope that you found out about some brands that maybe you had not known beforehand. I'm very curious to know if any of them really scream to you, like something that you really love the design of or something that you would look into. I'm sure that any of these brands would really appreciate your support, especially right now. So if they do look interesting to you, then definitely please consider them. I do have a coupon code for the Pond LA bag, which I will leave down below. But if you have any other bag brands that you want to mention, please leave them in the comments so we can find even more great, lesser known work bag brands. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video.